Let's kick off with game number 3. And we're... do you know what? I'm glad we're seeing something other than a French mirror. I enjoyed seeing the 1-1 with the French mirror. So both of these guys can retire. No one wants to do a best of 3. They're happy that they've each won a French mirror game. So neither of the other can boast that they're the better French player. So now we're going to see a nice fresh matchup. You're going to see Germany versus Ethiopia. Kaiserklein, obviously, France, Germany, his absolute, favorite civilizations, the civilizations he's best with. He's going to be doing a classic start with Germany, going for a market start. Hunting dogs first in. 100 wood, that's going to be for a house. Picking up a 30 coin. 40 food on the Ethiopia side. No huge advantage for the map on either side here. I don't believe. So Ethiopia, there's no livestock on the map, so they can't use that for their livestock market. The treasures on the map are pretty good for Ethiopia. There's no like crazy big ones. Like this is the sort of the biggest treasure you'll get. So their kind of their crack shot ability, the chaos ability or whatnot, will be very effective on this map. But so will the crack shot from a European explorer. So I can't see a huge advantage for either of these civilizations. We could talk about the tier list of civilizations. Germany potentially ranking a bit higher than Ethiopia. But I think in a matchup like this, it will come down to who has the better micro and who has the better build. So some nice, effective treasure micro by Kaiserklein here. Kaiserklein in the blue. Let's have a look at the decks. Again, you know what you're going to get with Kaiser. You know what you're going to get. Someone said chocolate pizza is the best. So, yeah, pretty standard deck from Kaiser there. I know people like watching. They always when I hear back on YouTube or Twitch, people always saying, oh, you didn't look at the deck. Look at the deck. Make sure you look at the deck. So. First card is going to be the 2 Vills and the 1 Aben. Definitely better than a free villager shipment, like 100% better than free Vills. This 1 Aben that you get is like a very effective early type of unit. It can be used to heal your hero like up to full very quickly. It can be tasked on mountain monasteries. Yeah, very effective unit, especially in the early game. Those Abens. Age up coming in at 2 minutes 52. A pretty good age up, actually. A pretty solid 15 Vill age up. Ethiopia are very much one of those civs that age up at the 3-minute mark. So, yeah, very effective. He did get some food treasures there, I saw. So, he's going to be happy with that. Hardened Axe coming in. I wonder what we're going to see from Ethiopia here. Oh, Kaiserklein's just going to squeeze that 90 wood in, and he's going to be happy with that. Julian sleeping on the job, and unfortunately missed that. Looks like he's going to be running back. Probably going to want to be building a TP here, or he's going to use his Aben to heal him up. There's the TP. Using that with his wood. So he currently has 2 Zebu Cattles. I believe he's used 1 already. Not sure what on. I believe you start with 4, and generally you eat the first one. And then you have 3 tasked on there. Italy invented the pizza, but USA perfected it. If I had to, whilst the game is paused, if I had to pick my absolute favorite food from anywhere in the world, and if I had to live on it forever, it would 100% be Italian food. Like that, hands down, Italian food is the best. It's almost unquestionable. Like everywhere in the world, right? It's fair to say some countries get bad reps and stuff like that. But it's fair to say that every country has some really nice dishes. They do. Everywhere has really nice dishes, like at least 1 or 2 nice dishes. But Italy just have so many good dishes, so many spaghetti dishes, so much pasta, so much sauces, so much like pizza, just absolute everything, just absolute everything. Anyways, enough salivating because my mouth is starting to well up here, and I'm going to spit all over my microphone now. You had Italian food made in the US. I've had real Italian food. Okay, let's see what's going on here. So, Kaiserklein is up. So he got a decent age up. Aging up before the 2 minutes 50 age up or something from Ethiopia. So that's a pretty good age up. Steel traps coming in. What's the... I imagine we're going to... Oh! Everybody hands on deck. Hands on deck. We're seeing the infamous Kaiserklein tower rush.
Oh, yeah.
And now we've got a big sub from King Uno.
Kinguno _ just
King Uno.
subscribed.
Yo, dude, thank you so much. Free months. What a beast. Everybody, it's happening. But it's not the all-in outpost in tower rush. Interesting. So we're not seeing the 8 crossbows first. He's playing it safer and he's going for free. Oh, interesting. What is going on? What is going on? So using the outpost, a way of splitting his eco and military shipment points. So using this outpost to get the 2 Ulons, whilst at the same time back in his base is going to be where the free settler wagons spawn. So just using these to try and do some raiding, but he's going to be met with a couple of javelin riders, which is going to deter him. Picking up 85 wood, pretty nice. You could just chop about another 7 or 8 wood, and you'll be able to get a house with that. No one got the Nootka or the Scout. That's a bit unfortunate. Nootka is just the OG. If there was a tier list of age 2 treasure guardians and treasures, Nootka would be S tier 100%. Klamath would probably be about an A tier, but no one picked them up. So it looks like this outpost is a bluff right now. So Kaiserklein using that outpost as a bluff. So does Julian see it? That's the problem. He's done the tower rush, but he's bluffed it. But Julian doesn't even see it, so Julian hasn't even scouted it. But is it going to be a complete waste by Kaiserklein? So he has got 700 gold coming in. He is going to be aging up. And if Julian, the benefit about not seeing this is if Kaiserklein is able to get away with Julian not taking down this outpost early on, he's going to go to Fortress, and all of his insane military shipments are going to be tasked at this outpost. Rather than walking all the way from this TC down to this TC, it's going to save him, what, 30 seconds? Like, with every unit shipment that comes in? That you add those up with 3 or 4 unit shipments, and think how much time that saves. So, it's going to be huge tempo here from Kaiserklein, and I absolutely love this. So although it was a tower rush bluff, it's not like the bluff isn't a waste. The bluff isn't a waste if he gets away with it now. So yeah, really, really cool play here. Just a few javelin riders by Ethiopia here. Let's have a quick look at what's going on here. So looks like he shipped 700 gold and not a lot else. Maybe I'm missing something. Oh, I think he shipped the prize bull. So I think we've got a big Benny somewhere. Maybe he's already used it. Yeah, the resources are very low here. So I think he shipped the prize bull. Probably use that for wood. 700 gold into the prize bull. I think that's what he's done. Yeah, so 700 gold to get the age up. And then he shipped the prize bull for, like, it would give him about, I don't know, 600 wood. Maybe a bit more. Kaiserklein having a little cheeky look around. Basically, what's going on? The war camp is down. He's making some shotter warriors now. Aging up with the Portugal. Now, we've seen this with Julian. We saw it in the Youngers game. Although last time he aged it, he went into age 2 with Portugal. So you do get that arsenal. You can obviously get another mountain monastery. And we see here these 2 really important techs. So we've got the ordnance, the Portuguese Crusaders, which give them the ordnance bows, which are a shadow teching crossbow, which costs 30 food and 30 gold, which when you look as a percentage of how much that's saving compared to 40 wood and 40 food, it's unbelievably insane. It's more than 20%. It's like it's when you consider the conversion rate from gold to wood, it's like 30% minus. It's unbelievably insane. The Ulons are coming in now. He's going to have to dive in the Ulons somewhat to do something against these Shotter Warriors. Neftenya's coming in now. He's going to be skirming down these Javelin Riders. Javelin Riders, they are only age 2 Javelin Riders, so they're not going to be too crazy. These are veteran Ulons. He's deciding to go for it against these Neftenyas. Decent amount of skirms. Yeah, look, no anti-cab right now. And Kaiserklein looking really good. And this is the benefit of having that outpost so close. Like, he's just in his base before Julian can understand what's going on. So I really like this shipping Shotter Warriors and making Javelin Riders. That's definitely a way to counter this Skirm Cav right now. But is he going to be able to get enough mass? That's the problem. Now losing an Aben, you know, it gets worse and worse. Shotter Warriors with a couple of Javelin Riders. This could be nice, actually. They're not veteran, though. And he's going gun-ho. Hail Mary. Hail to the king. These Ulons could literally switch right now and get a nice snare, which they are. Could have done that probably 5 seconds sooner, and he probably would have cleaned up these Javelin Riders a lot better. But now 3 War Wagons coming in, and another 3 Ulons from the outpost. Just in here, before, like, the seconds away from the outpost. And it's just utterly brutal for Julian to try and keep up with this pace. Score's still close, but yeah, just having these reinforcing shipments, I can't state enough how unbelievably strong that is. And Julian allowing him to get away with it, not scouting the outpost, was definitely a huge mistake by Julian. Not sure what Julian is spending his... I do now. He spent his... this is a really nice card. So for anyone who doesn't know, the Jesuit allies are still really, really good. I don't know if they got nerfed last patch. Maybe they did, but not that hard. So these guys are very effective goon-type unit. And that's what he's decided to spend all of his influence on. Let's have a quick look at his mountain monasteries. The mountain monasteries is 3/4 gold and 1/4 influence right now. I either like to have it half and half or none whatsoever. I think you either want to get something or you don't. This Sebastable Mortar coming in with these goons protecting it. This could go pretty good. The goons, yes, they're coming out. Bang. These guys have an area of effect, 22 range attack with 1 area of effect. They, even in small masses or skirmishes, they will do really well against. These obviously Shadow Tech as well, so they are veteran right now. 225 HP. War Wagons will do okay versus them. But look at this, he's going for it. Julian's going for it. I feel like he can just back up now and wait for the Sebastable Mortar. Force the fight to come to him. He could literally just camp the Sebastable Mortar on top of this cliff edge here. Julian does see everything here, so maybe we will see that. Camping this Sebastable Mortar here. A wall going up as well. That's even better. Gonna have, no doubt, build a gate there as well. Just give this Sebastable Mortar some room to breathe. If it gets pushed onto, it's going to be able to micro it backwards. Score's very, very tight. Let's have a quick look over at Kaiserklein right now. Oh, Jaeger's coming in, but the Sebastable Mortar's going to be absolutely fine with that. Now taking down this outpost, so any other reinforcements from now aren't going to be spawning right on top of Julian. I am a fan of Sebastable Mortar, even though it's kind of a bad unit. Like, it has a niche. So in this situation, when he's not worried about any falconets or artillery like culverins, you know, it's going to just absolutely wail down. It does so much damage, but it's basically an age 3 mortar, plus a heavy cannon, with a slow rate of fire. That does no damage to other artillery pieces. Kaiserklein knows he can't take that right now, so he's trying to be as useful as possible with his units. He's going to go around the outside, try and do as much damage as possible. Taking down a mountain monastery is not bad. Definitely not bad. If he takes down 2, that would be even nicer. I think he's going to take this down and then back up. Yep, he is. Maybe he'll take down the second one. Does he see it? He doesn't see. He doesn't even see this gold mine, but he's going the right way. Is he going to see it? Oh, I think he is. He is. Is he going to decide to take it down? It looks like he is. Doesn't find any Abens or anything, so... but taking down the mountain monastery is not bad. This guy is basically a villager on gold. That's a decent mass of Javelin Riders now. Mixed in with some of these Conquistadors. They are... that's looking pretty scary right now for Kaiserklein, although Kaiserklein's jumping up in score. I think, yeah, as long as he keeps massing these war wagons, as long as he's got a way of dealing with the Sebastable Mortar, I think he'll be okay. 1k influence coming in now. It's going to be interesting to see what he decides to spend with that. I think we might see the ordnance bows very shortly. Where's the mountain monastery? He still has the option of going for the Portuguese Crusaders. He does even have the option of going for the church organs, which could be really nice. However, he's just lost 2 mountain monasteries, so that won't be as effective. He'd need to rebuild his mountain monasteries to get them back. I think the maximum you can get is 4. I think you can get 4 organ guns, or 4 mountain monasteries rather. So you get an organ gun per mountain monastery, and I think the max you can get is 4 in age 3. It might be 3, but I think it's 4. People still talking about food. I love it. I love it. Nothing brings people together like food. Nothing like food does. Love it. Gotta love food. Yeah, as long as he has a way of dealing with the Sebastable Mortar, he's going to be looking good. That's a huge mass of anti-cavalry there. Not a lot of skirmisher type units. So he's Julian really relying on this Sebastable Mortar to put in all of the legwork to deal with these Jaegers. He is now going for the ordnance crossbows. So yeah, that's pretty nice. But is it going to be enough? That does give you a batch of them as well. But diving in, he's going to have to do some pull chicken here. He does save it. But the war wagons are going to fire on it. Oh, look how much damage it does. You don't want this Sebastable Mortar to do another attack. And it looks like it's just about to go down. There's no Abans healing it. It does go down. And now it's just going to be pretty much war wagon skirm versus whatever this mass is. And I think he's going to back up, but I think he's going to be able to kite effectively and very efficiently against just this mash of Conquistadors and Javelin Riders. But now that's bought Julian enough time. Look at this ordnance crossbows. 30. I can never get over that. I can't get over it, honestly. It's just so good. These guys having 1 extra ranged attack than a skirmisher. They do have less range, though. Not much raiding going around in the map at the moment. It's just all the actions happening here. Look at, just out of nowhere, a mass of this ordnance crossbows, because they're just so easily massable. We've got some Sudanese allies coming in behind this as well, and they're basically a really strong skirmisher unit as well. Kaiserklein doing his best to kite these crossbows, but they can just do well enough to catch up and look, bang, hit one, bang, hit one. Look, some of them can't all fire, so if you kite as best as you can, then you can do well. But crossbows, yeah, I mean, just such a cost-effective unit. These Jaegers, though, putting in a lot of work. Still got plenty of them. Julian on 26 vills, whilst Kaiserklein's on 40. Plus another 10 because a lot of them are settler wagons. So the eco just looking insane. He's lost a couple of mountain monasteries as well. So just yeah, I mean, I don't know how Julian brings himself back into the game here. I mean, the Sudanese is nice, but they've got even less range than the crossbows. 8 Ulons still to come. Still unit shipment after unit shipment of Germany. And definitely don't want these Sudanese allies to get in close. The closer they get, the faster their rate of fire is. And yeah, Julian pushing in, but I think he's losing more than he's gaining here. And Kaiserklein's just happily, he's happy to kite this. Because he's doing more damage. I'm not really sure what Julian's objective is here. Shotter Warriors is the unit he needs. That is what changes it. But there's just so many war wagons here. And look at this skirm mass. Don't even think he needs to kite here. I think he can just literally head on. Putting these Shotter Warriors in guard mode just to try and tank as much as possible. But look, we could potentially see a nice juicy raid here. But Kaiserklein is not going to allow that. Kaiserklein going for some raiding as well around the side, but there are some elite Gascania, I think very fortunately protecting them. We do see some mountain monastery healing going on here, just in range of it. Kaiserklein getting an outpost down, that could be difficult for Julian to deal with. Gas Kenya raids. And again, more bows coming in, and there's such a cost-effective unit that they can just keep smashing them in. And although he's losing the war here, I mean, cost efficiency, these skirmishes are very expensive, more than double, or basically double one of these crossbows. So this crossbow is basically worth 2 skirmishes. I know what I would rather have, you know? No Shotter Warriors, unfortunately, this is what he needs, but there's so many War Wagons, and I think it's just going to be a slow death here. 10k score lead for Julian. Guess Kenya's not really doing too much. Yeah, and there's the GG. Just trying his luck, see if you can find a 20 villager raid with this Gas Kenyas, and Kaiserklein might not be noticing, but there's the GG. Well played. And really, really great bluff with the tower rush there. Basically doing like an auto... like the old school Otto forward tower FF. Which is obviously Otto don't get that anymore, but it was fun to watch, fun to see. 2 of the best players in the game right now, and look at this, just death by 1,000 cuts, just killing the odd Aben, killing the odd villager, taking down the mountain monasteries, and Julian just unfortunately couldn't recover. Sebastopol Mortar went down quite easy as well, and just, yeah, unfortunately wasn't enough. "56 bows was his most made unit, and considering it wasn't until like the end 2/3 of the game that he was able to start making them is pretty something. Great game, you two. Once again, looks like we've got another one. I guess we're going to go straight into it. And I really need my sunglasses right now because my eyes are killing me. So's my throat. That's not from the casting, you know what I mean? Boom! We got another classic. Let's go. Harrison, are you watching? Harrison, can you hear me? You'll be happy with this one. Oh, but we got this map again. Not sure I like this map again, but it is what it is. Imagine out of all, like, what are the chances of getting this map straight after? Okay, let's take a more chilled approach to this one. Are we calm in chat? Are we calm in chat? So in the south of the map, we have Kaiserklein playing as the Dutch. I think we know what to expect. We've seen Kaiserklein's Dutch plenty of times before. We know what to expect. Kaiserklein does have some different builds that you don't often see with Dutch anymore. Like, he's got those old school, like, Skirm Pike Huss Age 2 builds that you rarely see. There's, in DE, most Dutch players just want to try to get up to Fortress Age as quickly as possible. So, Kaiserklein not afraid to play this out in Age 2. Take a quick look at his deck. I imagine we'll see the 1v1. But in neither any of his decks does he have Bosniaks. None of his decks does he have Bosniaks. Hiya. Julian, going for starting TP here. We can see his deck. Free vills coming in. Lots of cards in Age 2. So definitely could be Age 2 orientated. But there are a sufficient amount of Age 3 and Age 4 cards. So looks like a very, very versatile deck. Tells your opponent that he's potentially going Age 2. But got to keep an eye out on the Fortress and the Industrial Age. Because look, we've got 13 Forest Prowlers, 4 Light Cannons, 8 Musket Riders. You got to be careful here. You have to be careful here. Some treasure contention right now, and who's gonna get it? It's gonna be for 80 coins, so big boy treasure. Oh, Kaiserklein. It looks like he went for it. He clicked on it just too early. Always having that advantage when you're the one that can shoot it. He killed the treasure guardian, but then clicked on the treasure, and sometimes it's almost like you get that bug where you just click on it a bit too early. Just a bit too early. So he's not going to be happy with that. I can just feel the rage like telepathically from Kaiserklein right now. You know, he's just shouting a load of like French abusive words right now, and yeah, croissant. You know, like I can just feel the rage. French people do shout that, right? Kevin, please confirm. Please confirm if the stereotype is true. Bonjour! Maybe that was right. Moving on. Okay, Julian agent up. What is Julian agent up with? The Chief. So no shenanigans with the fast age up here. Unger's coming in with some useful information. Pretty sure you die if you try the FI here. I mean, how does Dutch deal with light cannons? Like, is it just culverins? Is that their answer, their main answer? We need to see line against one of these top dogs. Well, fun fact: I've beaten Kaiserklein, I think, 3 times in my life. I've beaten Kaiserklein 3 times. It's something I'm very proud of. Okay. Julian, I think I've beaten about 3 or 4 times as well. But if I was to play a best of 20 against these guys, you know, I would literally only get a couple of wins. So, that's the best I could do, you know, which is better than most. You know, I have to give myself some credit. But this is a toxic stream, so we tend not to give myself some credit. The healer going walkies here as well, and attacking this explorer down, which is very interesting. It only has 5 hand attack. Hopefully he doesn't forget about the healer like someone last series. Unger's cough cough. Does he have a community plaza? He doesn't actually have a community plaza right now, so that healer's really not going to be that effective. He will be able to heal his explorer, so you know, that is something. Planting his war hut right next to a very valuable treasure. That Klamath rifleman will really be a nice addition to this forward push that clearly he's going to be doing. So, for Kanye West coming out, we're not seeing any of this fast age up. He's deciding to play this with the healer. Maybe a bit more eco-orientated. He does have a TP. Does have a coral down as well. So not only is he getting the big button, the 4 Kanye Wests, we're going to see a really strong timing here. Already taking a villager down. Wow, Kaiserklein. I mean, that's a great result. Yeah, in these sort of matchups, just like the little things like that, it's just, especially at 6 minutes in the game, is absolutely huge. Okay, he's pushing in with a decent mass of tomahawks. 5 pikemen coming in for Kaiserklein. Julian is just massing tomahawks and Kanye West by the looks of it. Another 4 Kanye West coming in. This poor envoy going to get taken down. That's an easy 5 XP. But look at that. He sees that all of his units were down there, and he thought he was safe to put the house up. But he's going to lose a villager for his... Could have been more. Could have been more than 1 villager there. So that's a total of 2 villagers at the moment. This hero as well, being on 750 HP. And that's thanks to the healer back down here. You know, there's just so much efficiency there, and just so much damage it's able to soak. 5 pikemen are going to try their absolute hardest against all of this Kanye West mass. He's going to try and use the skirmish just to shoot down. More pikemen coming out, Minimen coming out. He is killing this explorer, by the way. It looks like TC5 was going down. That's a nice 100 XP, but... losing a lot of skirms, losing a few pikes. The 8 pikeman shipment. The Howden Australian player, Julian, has forced the 8 pikeman shipment, and if you're ever the opponent, you always want to force the 8 pikeman shipment, because 8 pikeman is not really that good. So forcing that shipment, disturbing Dutch's eco is really nice. But Kaiserklein's on 4 banks. 27 vills for Haudenosaunee. Kaiserklein on 21. So definitely has the eco lead at the moment. Although Haudenosaunee, he's got the map control. He's got the trading post. Yeah, he's looking pretty good. He's looking pretty good. Kaiserklein just about housed at the moment, but there goes another house. Using this healer, look. Take a look at the units here. Look, we got basically that Kenya horse one is basically dead in 2 TC shots, right? But look at this, just really efficiently using this healer, and this is not something you see every day. I mean, when you get the healer, you expect to use it as like a warrior priest, so you expect to put it on the community plaza. But instead, what he's actually using the healer for is to heal his units, aka the name. So kind of interesting build, interesting use of the healer there. Again, you know, not something I see too regularly. That might be because Haudenosaunee is fallen a little bit out of favor with a lot of players at the moment, but they are very strong civs. So this kind of TP here, along with this market and like this is really nice base building by Kaiserklein here. Everything is so tight, and look at these choke points. The ANers are just having a mare trying to get in here, just forcing just units to come in and drips and drabs. Going to lose potentially another couple of builds there, but that's a nice pop of pikeman, and he's going to be happy with that. Manages to survive this merchant on 2 HP. Another house going down. Now it's his turn to get some cavalry. Ooh, don't let them fire, Kaiser. So, yeah. Scary Mass of Vienna. Just going to keep him on this periphery here. Kaiserklein's doing some nice micro there with his villagers as well. Now shipping 3 hussars, and hopefully he's going to try and get another big batch. Maybe that's maybe what he's thinking about his pushing timing is going to be. Maybe he's going to decide to push out here. It doesn't look like he's in a position where he wants to go for age 3. He just wants to mass as much hussars as possible. Maybe we'll see some market selling going on here. Hunting dogs coming in. That's a late hunting dogs. 10-minute hunting dogs from Kaiserklein. Wow, that's not something you see every day. Oh, very risque business going over to the right side here. 5 hussars does come in. 3 hussars comes in. Is it go time, Kaiserklein? Tell us, baby, it's go time. He's posturing forward, and now he's posturing back. More pikemen, more hussars. Yeah, you definitely get into the position where, honestly, like you have a decent batch of skirmishers, and then you just want to make hussar pike because it's just a much more effective way of dealing with siege, light infantry. So Kaiserklein pushing in now. He's got a decent amount of pikes. Haudenosaunee aging. Wow, Julian getting caught with his treasures then. And that warhut is definitely going to go the way of the dodo very quickly. Does still have a stable to make units from, so not all is doom and gloom. Score's still very close, but Kaiserklein got the edge right now. I imagine when he edges up, it will be very different. Third dressing coming in now from the market. This herd is very much more safe now. I wonder if we'll see Julian use his units here to try and do some raiding, because he knows he can't take this right now. Tomahawk getting caught out here. His healer and his hero getting caught out right in the middle of the map. That's unfortunate. Manages to get away with that. I'm not sure Kaiserklein saw that very well or not, but Haudenosaunee getting very lucky there. Another warhawk going down. Oh, he wants to protect that veterancy from the Kanye, so the elite Kanye horseman, he really wants that tech. Kaiserklein knows it. He knows he's just trying to protect that stable just to get that veterancy, but it's not going to be worth it, Julian. It's gonna come in. I think it's just about gonna come in, and now he has to fight. Okay, now he backs off, but he has got the elite Kanye horsemen, so maybe he could send them now, and he'll have that veterancy tech. Maybe Musket Riders is the play here. What's he gonna decide to send? Only has hyenas, not the greatest of unit. Okay, 8 Forest Prowlers, 34 vills. I think Kaiserklein was happy with the damage that he did there. Kind of interrupted. It did a lot of damage. Killed a lot of Kanye horsemen there as well. A lot of these guys are weak as well. It looks like he needs to get that healer backing. I'm not sure where that healer went. Did he lose the healer? Not sure where the healer went there. I can see his hero. Where's the healer go? I'm pretty sure the healer didn't die. Maybe it did. Got caught in the crossfire somewhere. Julian is at... Oh, look at this nice little wall there by Kaiserklein. He's going to see this all very quickly. This herd, unfortunately, walking away. That is really unfortunate for Kaiserklein. Does have a decent herd here, though. Does have 85 wood in his base as well. I'm surprised he hasn't got that. Both of these guys do have access to the Cheyenne settlement, so could definitely go for this bison tech here, which has been in the game since the beginning of time. Gives you 12 bison. It's a really, really effective and efficient tech to, you know, keep you in your base for as long as possible. Kaiserklein has gone up to age 3 as well. Let's have a quick look. 37 vils for Haudenosaunee, 30 vils for Dutch, but he is on 4 banks. Hasn't got that 5th one just yet. Has shipped 8 skirmishers as opposed to 1,000 wood. Okay. Still, only just now are still traps coming in. But hey, better late than never, eh? Better late than never. Okay, doesn't know there's any routers in yet, but there are veteran Huss and lots of pikemen as well. No veterancy for the pikemen. Oh, these units not really doing a lot. The skirmishers just firing against Kanye Horseman is not really good. He's trying to maneuver to kill those musket riders. He does. And there's just so much mass here from Kaiser. Like, how do you micro this pike and Huss mass? Even now attacking the treasure. Julian getting the treasure on it. Even the bandit gunslingers getting involved in, yeah. Just phenomenal play there by Kaiserklein. Actually looked really good for Julian at the start of that. Taking down a couple of villagers. But getting caught out with his trousers down. Trying to go for the age up. Looks like that's what cost him. Didn't quite. Just Kaiserklein pushing in at the perfect time. Getting that pressuring that stable for that veterancy tech, which Julian desperately needed. But he tried to bluff the pikeman, bait the pikeman in to stop the siege. Didn't work. Lost a lot of Kanye horsemen for his troubles there. And just, yeah, GG. Well played. Kaiserklein, if you're listening, please, I'm begging, please put Bosniaks in your deck. Please put Bosniaks. It's a mercenary shipment. It's just a really, really good mercenary shipment. It's basically a better Red Lancer. That's all it is. It's like the Red Lancer tech, but better. That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking. Just put Bosniaks in your deck. And you will be dangerous. Even more so. See, this is what a top player, they know how to just their timing is just perfection. Like Kaiserklein's timing was just absolute perfection. His micro was on form. We say Dutch is a bad sieve. In the right hands, boom.